I'm ready.
All right. What? Did you watch that? You watched the Serena Williams' father their movie King Richard?
I ain't see it yet. I
I was
really want to
actually,
see it now after what they had to say about it.
no, it was
People
actually
get
pretty good.
people mad because they was expecting him to talk about girl power and they giving their father his flowers. Like, let
I
them
know.
respect that. Stop always trying to. Let me stop
That's
because I'm
what I'm
about to
talking
get.
about. They should have give that man his flowers while he alive. Now, don't hate on him.
Yes,
And you should have seen all the people on Twitter. But
I know. Same way they tried to make us hate on LeVar Ball. Meanwhile, he doing nothing but putting NBA players out there.
uh,
Oh,
so
all right. I guess what we got? See how many people we can get in here. Mr. Wayne, what's going on?
mm.
Oh, Mr. Wayne, right? Yo, where Ethan at? I see him on my
that was fun.
but I don't see him on here. I just see him on YouTube though. Where he at? Oh, never mind. I ain't had gallery view on.
See that pink in my background?
Yeah, so that
Can't turn it off.
well, you gotta are we live? We're live.
So what's up? What's up, P-Bars? What we Negadelphia already? We ain't even start talking about nothing yet. But where you from, boy? Where you from? Yeah, tonight. All right. Well, let's officially welcome y'all to another episode of the Uncensored Philadelphia Sports Podcast. Wayne and Tim and Ethan should be here shortly. This was a good win. I know. Sacramento is a trash team, and they're playing, and they're still trying to get Alvin Gentry his first victory over there, and everything else. All that sound good, but the Sixers was without Tobias, they was without Embiid, they was without Seth. I mean, they were severely undermanned again, and they
Danny
fought
Green.
through it. Danny Green, yeah, how about that? You know, sometimes we don't mention we forget about him sometimes. But
yeah,
that being said, listen, man, the Sixers, I ain't gonna front, it got a little dicey in there. When Holmes went out and Tristan Thompson came in, and it had Tristan Thompson and Bagley Jr. and they was manhandling Bassey. They was passing that young boy around like a blunt.
That was a tough game for the young boy.
Yeah, it was. But that being said, my man Drummond came back and got his 21 rebounds. He was down. He was a grown man. He got a dunk. He was dunking on people and everything else. So, but we also got, of course, we got to get a man, our young budding star, Tyrese Maxey held it down. He came in, he did his thing. He went toe to toe with De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Hey, Ali, we like Bassey too. He just had a rough night tonight. Tristan Thompson pulled some grown man strength out on him tonight, but he was out of energy by the time what's his name Drummond got back in there and handled him.
Well, I will say, not also Maxey. He don't turn the ball over. If you notice, he's been averaging like 1 turnover a game. That's what you want from your point guard. You want to be efficient scoring, but you also don't want him to turn the ball over. That's what the young boy is doing. To me, that's one of the most impressive, besides him getting to the hole and finishing like a young AI. But besides that, man, I'm impressed with his ability to take care of the ball. And I know
what's funny? You know what's funny is, you know how we say we needed to see Maxey come in, and I agree with y'all. Right now, I think Bassey is better than Reed, and I was big on Reed last year. Reed is something. I said it earlier this season. It's something missing with Reed. Like, I don't know if he's a dummy or if he just, like, his basketball IQ, whatever. He runs around and
not a dummy.
I mean, I still like him. I still like him and think he is something there, but I don't know if he'll realize it, the potential, because it's something missing with him. But Bassey looks nice and solid. Yeah. But what I was saying was, what we said we wanted to see Maxey do more of this season, do better this season.
What was that, finish?
Shoot the threes, right?
Oh yeah.
Why am I just realizing he's shooting 42% from three this year?
Yeah.
Well, before the night when he went to like the 0 for 4, but that being said, he's shooting 42% from three. His points per game is up to like 18 now. He's balling.
2, 3 a game, 3 threes a game, I think.
It might be. He's shooting 42%.
That's good.
Scoring.
Listen, always like Maxey, man. I want to see improvement. That's what we is looking for.
Yep, and that's what he's doing. He is improving.
That was
What
all.
you say?
No, I'm just saying, as far as me, that's what we wanted him to. We wanted to see if he could run a team. He is. So Seth was out again. We was missing every starter from last year didn't play this on this game. Like all our starting five from last year is not even on the squad right now. None of them. So our bench, but so the bench is getting a lot of practice and a lot of game time. What I do like, the boy Isaiah Joe had a nice game. And first in the first half, he was knocking down threes. He got fouled on the three, knocked down his free throws and everything. He wasn't scared. I felt like I saw him playing like free for the first time in a long time. So
I agree.
So the first half he did good. Shake stepped up. Shake. He paced us a little bit in this first half too, and he had a nice second half as well. So it was a good game against a bad team, but you only can play. You're beating the team you're supposed to beat. And considering that we was down, like you said earlier, considering that we was down, starting five, if you include Ben, this is a great win.
Yeah, that's the only reason I see it as a great win, and it was a win we need. We on the road. We was like what 1-3, I think, coming into this on this road trip.
Yeah,
and we about to play Golden State like this, like. And I think Doc is trying to. I think Doc was like, listen, we should be able to beat them without like, let's sit Toby down, rest your hip, Seth, rest your back. Like we gonna need y'all against Golden State if we have any kind of chance. Yeah. So he gambled and won. He gambled and won it tonight.
He did. So they have again.
Too, man. He had 23. He's a rebound monster, man.
Yeah. He is.
He has some huge boards down there.
And they were strong rebounds too.
Listen, I like Jordan Niang, man. He struggled a little bit the first half, but he came through. He had some big plays, man. Had some big buckets, man, in crucial minutes. So it's good seeing that from this team. I thought they should have beat Sacramento too. For some reason, the Kings hasn't been a good team for years.
That's why they fired their coach last week on Saturday.
Yeah, they fired their coach. They fire their coaches like every year. I was looking at their broadcast. They've had like 5 coaches in the last 6 years. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, Luke survived 2 seasons, and they was like, all right, you got to go. But good news, Embiid was at the practice facility today working out with the team. They said he had to pass one more COVID test, so I'm assuming he passed it. So, but John,
how's he working out with the team?
Say it again.
He working out with the team. He didn't pass his test.
He said at the facility.
He was at the facility, and Doc said, because the team's on the road, but Doc said that he had one milestone, one important test that he had to pass today. Did not know. So, but John Clark from NBC Sports was saying that he might be going to playing Saturday once they return from the trip. Like he's not even going to play the Golden State game.
I mean, but all right. So, and I kind of get that. You want him to fight? You want him to see if he passed the protocol, and then then fly out to Golden State overnight after he hasn't played in any games in like 2 weeks. Just take a flight out there and play in that game.
Exactly, because he hasn't played in 2 weeks, so he should be nice and fresh. No,
you ain't played in 2 weeks. You had COVID. And jump on a plane, fly out to Golden State, and play against possibly the best team in the NBA right now.
Thibault went out the same time he went out. Thibault's been back for 3 games now.
I think Thibault went out a game or so before B.
No, they both went out that Monday, 2 Mondays ago.
Yeah, but Thibault, you're also not relying on Thibault to do as much as you're relying on Embiid to do.
Embiid always got to ramp up to do something. Come on, play ball.
Don't do that. Don't start hating on that boy like that.
Play ball. I'm talking about ball. Everything got to be an extra 2-3 weeks with the ball. Stop. He's the oldest young boy I know. He's not that old. He's like
Listen,
27.
I am interested to see how Embiid and the new Maxey meshes. We got to get that to mesh. Doc got to get that to mesh nicely. You know what I mean? I want to still see if Maxey can average his 17, 18 with B in the lineup.
I think he can, though. I think he can.
B and Toby.
Mr. Wayne said that African ramp up. That's funny.
No, I still think they can. I still think they can with that too. I mean, I do. I think they can with that because for one, because Embiid can shoot the mid range and stuff like that, you can actually have Embiid slide out some and open that lane up for Maxey, and Maxey have an outlet to pass it to. So, but I mean, that's just like if you look at in this game, look at how many times in certain stretches in this game, Maxey didn't have the ball and was pushing it like that. So if you use him this, Maxey got 21 points, and it wasn't like he was like ball dominant and gunning. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually got it in a nice flow of the game. So I think he could still get that with the other guys.
But then it was like when we needed a bucket, we went to Maxey. So
yeah, but who else was you gonna go to on the floor tonight?
I thought when B come back, it's gonna be B.
I that's gonna be interesting to see. I think depending on the matchups, you go with what's the favorable matchup.
So what you thinking that Maxey wanted to go take a back seat to for his game and let B again be the most be dominant, or
I mean,
I don't think he has to take a back seat to it. I don't think that he's going to be the most important player over Embiid anyway. But I think that he can still get the same production that he's getting now. I think he can get with Embiid in the lineup.
B and Toby.
Yeah, but around. I think he can get what he's averaging now. I think he can stay at averaging 18 points a game. I think he's had to put up more points because he hasn't had those two. But I think with them in the lineup, I think he can, because he could still, you still could use him like he was trying to use Ben Simmons last year, whereas though on the fast break, he push it. You could do that now. I think you could do that with Maxey. Like if it's on that break and it is an outbreak, you go, and then beating them got to come and catch up.
I kind of agree with Herbert, man. Herbert said Joe he's not capable of adjusting. He's going to be calling for the ball. You know how B call for that ball. If you don't give him that ball, it's going to be a problem. You know how you get.
Well, guess what? We won when Embiid was calling for the ball. We ain't Maxey balling now, but we ain't winning. So I'll take him calling for the ball if it means we playing at an 8-2 level instead of whatever we've been playing since.
And dude, he do got to find a way to because even if we winning. To win the big, to win and go all the way, he needs to compromise and adjust his game too.
Yeah, but he's the big dog. It ain't like Maxey's the big dog now. So does he? I mean, but it's more of them learning to play more efficiently with B. I guess I would have to say when they get their touches, they just want to make the most of them.
Oh, we got Dave and Danielle in the house. They said without Embiid, he's been averaging 25 points. So with him, he probably can still get it. He can still get about 18.
Ben? Did somebody say Ben?
No, I said Dave and that's Dave and Danielle Ramsey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
What they say about who?
They were saying they think Maxey can still get about 18 points when B get back.
Right, that's what I think too. I think Maxey can get, if anything, I think it might take away from Seth a little bit. But he ain't,
going through something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You talking about Embiid, the old man. Seth, he always got like an ankle, and he don't even be playing that many minutes. He always got like an ankle tweak, his back, COVID. Seth always got some little bagging in.
Huh? Seth the mutt of the family.
He the mutt. Embiid though.
No, listen. I think we all agree that Maxey has potential. I mean, I was ridiculed when I said that I thought Maxey's ceiling was Ja Morant. I didn't say that I thought he was Ja Morant, but I said that he has potential to be up to there, in my opinion. And I was ridiculed until now. All of a sudden, he have a good stretch of games. I ain't saying by nobody on this. All of us have been Maxey fans from the beginning. But I'm talking about like some of the people in the comments were sitting there ripping when I was trying to give them them props like that.
I think Ja Morant too is a little much. I said that too. It's a little much.
I mean, and when I say Ja Morant, I'm thinking Ja Morant. I'm not necessarily thinking Ja Morant this year. Ja Morant took it up to another level this year. I'm thinking how when John Morant, remember last year when we was talking about the 25, like the top 10 under 25 or 5 under 25 or whatever, I think Maxey can get to the level that he was on that at that time. Yeah, last year, what John Morant was last year, I think Maxey can at least be that.
I just think the comparison don't fit because of how athletic John Morant is. That's what I think everybody's looking at.
But I mean, just because he's more athletic, it still could be a similar game. Like neither. I mean, Maxey might shoot better than Ja. But I mean,
Tony Parker, and I kind of like that.
I keep hearing Tony Parker too.
I wasn't a big Tony Parker fan.
A better comparison to John Morant.
I wasn't a big Tony Parker fan.
Now, this definitely. Oh my goodness! So, John Morant's averaging 32 points a game this year.
Yeah, Ja balling this year. I know he's balling.
No, it's 25. He's averaging 25.
Yeah,
25, 6, and 7. I can see Maxey getting to that point within the next year or two. Easy.
Yeah, I think Maxey's assists are going to be up there. Maxey actually does pretty well on rebounds too.
Yeah. That's like Max. That's like Ben Simmons. That's him. They've been like numbers.
Stop. Bring that name up.
My fault.
Yeah, Maxey is putting up those numbers. Maxey's putting up those type numbers. I mean, he don't have the height and defense, but I mean, he has more heart. You know what I'm saying?
A lot more other things. He got a better shot.
Yep.
Better three-pointer.
Yep. Better free throw.
Spread the floor better. You seen how we spreading the floor against Sacramento? We can't do that with Ben on.
But more importantly, not being scared to shoot the ball and go to the basket and make them wanting to take those shots.
Yeah, that was my big thing with Maxey last year. Is I just wanted to see him develop. I knew he came in. Him and Joe had no preseason. You know what I mean? They had no train. That was the year of the bubble, so it really wasn't no kind of preseason and none of that. The year after the bubble. They got an off season of working with this coaching staff. You can see where Maxey has been working with this coaching staff. You can see how it's helped him to work with Sam Cassell and with Doc. You see his game getting better in his second year. So, I mean, I like the potential we had with Maxey, and he still seems like a kid right now. So I'm thinking about imagine when he gets that swagger, like you see him starting to get like a little bit, but when he gets better and when he gets to that swagger, like when he stepped on the court and the refs got that respect for him because it's like this young bull for real, and he starts giving that kind of calls. I think that his game's going to step to the next level.
He works so hard on his game. Though the crazy thing is he's an animal when it comes to like the gym. Like it's crazy because we got some. And I don't want to take this to the Eagles, but him and the boy Devontae Smith and Jalen, those three boys like the hardest working young boys we had in the city in a long time. They just work on their game, just trying to get better. And so I think Maxey will take. He might take mid-season. He might be a different player. Which what we're seeing right now might be a total different player come February.
Man, Rashard Holmes and not Rashard. Who was it? It was somebody back when we had during the Brett Brown years. I remember they used to talk about it was a group of sixes. I think Covington was one of them. It was like some of them they was talking about how they would go to the gym every night after the game and they still was going there working out. So there's been some young boys still working. Stop trying to hype up your boy Jalen. We're not putting him in this category.
Jalen belongs in that category.
I would still take Buddy Hield. No.
Oh yeah, Buddy. Over for who?
I would still take Buddy.
Straight up?
Yeah.
No.
I still don't think Buddy Hield is a better player than Ben, minus the head case part. But you got to put that in there. But if you're just talking about just as in talent and what you bring to a team, Buddy Hield is a shooter that averages 16 points a game. And that's all he does is shoot.
What is Ben?
Ben Simmons is a defensive rebounding assist.
The mental case.
Okay. But
defensive abilities.
But Buddy Hield is a shooter that averages 16 points a game. 16 points a game as a shooter.
He don't average. He averaged 14 last year.
Who did?
Bam. You talking about Buddy?
Yeah, I'm talking about Buddy.
16 points a game as a bench player?
He wasn't always a bench player. He was starting for a while.
Bench player this year. He's a bench player.
He got put on the bench.
Last 2 years he's been on the bench. That's why Luke Walton got fired.
In 19.
Well, he started in 2019.
When he started, he averaged 20 1 year, then 19 the next.
And
And as soon as the coach came, he didn't like Buddy, benched him, and his numbers went down.
I mean,
He's averaged 16 points a game.
This is what I mean. Y'all.
And all he is,
like he's such a great player. He's not.
I don't think Buddy Hield is a great player. I think Ben Simmons is slightly better than Buddy Hield.
It has to be the right fit too, though. You think about it, if we're not gonna get
Buddy Hield is like Seth Curry right now.
If we're not gonna get equal
Buddy
value for
way
Ben,
better than Steph Curry.
Not this year, he ain't.
Yeah, he is.
Put their stats up.
He's averaging almost 5 minutes less a game. He's still averaging more points.
And he's still shooting more shots.
Can we go back to go back in history? The Sixers. You know how what's the boy name? Jerry Stackhouse was like the number 3 pick in the draft in 1995. But we didn't trade him for equal value. We traded him, but we got some really good role players. We got Aaron McKee and we got Theo Ratliff to come in for him. And so they was perfect fits for the Sixers, and that team was successful, even though it wasn't the equal.
We didn't trade them for him. That wasn't who we
did.
Traded for him.
Yes, we did.
We got Aaron McKee in the Eric Montross deal, I think, didn't we?
That was Detroit. So, and the point that I'm making is we may not get equal the same contract, we may not get another star at this point. We might be able to get some really good people to complement the existing players that we have on our team right now. If they may want to go with that angle, if they can't find an equal value, if they can't find another star to equate to Ben Simmons, find somebody who can fill in the roles that we need so that we can get to the second level, or just get out the to help us win the championship.
I think the role we need more is a small forward than we do Buddy Hield.
I said that.
I did too.
Theo Ratliff and a future first round pick.
What'd you say?
We got Eric Montross, McKee, Theo Ratliff, and a future first round
So was
pick.
all 3 of them for Stackhouse?
That's what I said.
That was 3.
That's what I'm saying. But you see how Stack was the number. He went number 3. I think he was number 3 in that year before that 95 draft. But we didn't get another blue chip player in return. We got some really good role players.
Who was number 1 that year?
I
know Sheed. I know it was him and Sheed was in there, but I can't think.
She was right.
Really think
she went after him.
Bounce better than other dudes like Buddy Hield and De'Aaron Fox and these type guys. Y'all crazy. Y'all just as crazy as.
First of all, I'm taking De'Aaron Fox before I take Buddy Hield. I might even take Halliburton before I take Buddy Hield. if you give me one of them 3, if you giving me of those 3, I'm taking De'Aaron Fox or I'm taking Halliburton over Buddy Hield.
So would you take? Would you trade Maxey for De'Aaron Fox? That's what they saying in the
Who would I? Heck, that would be. You know what? I probably wouldn't. If they offer me him right now, I don't know if I would. Just because it's like you see that what's his name works here. You see it. Maxey is doing good here. The fans like him here. He fits here. So
if I got Buddy Hield, Seth Curry, go right to the bench. Boosting my bench, shooting a little bit. And that'll be my starting backcourt. Buddy and Maxey.
It's like the Sacramento Kings got a lot of talent. Maybe they're just not being coached.
They just
right.
always been a bad franchise. I don't know what it is about that franchise.
I mean, they was good back in the day when C-Web was there.
I mean, they do dumb stuff though. If you have De'Aaron Fox and you have Buddy Hield, why do you make Halliburton your top pick?
Because they was trying because Luke Walton was trying. He didn't like Buddy Hield. He was trying to get rid of him. Just like, remember we drafted Speedy Claxton?
Yeah.
We had AI. It was kind of like that.
Yeah, we did. Our bench was able to beat them. Basically, our bench did beat them today. So, I mean, It was all right. That was a good all around. It was a good game. It was good. All I keep saying is it's good practice for our bench and our role players. So when it's time to put on the ball,
Clever. Halliburton he ain't scored tonight, but he was dishing the ball out all night. And they even said, like I said, I watched their broadcast, and they always say they were saying how Halliburton does that a lot. Like he'll even have, well, that might lead to a lot of people not wanting him here. Like he'll have an open shot, but he'll swing it to try to get somebody else. Like it was a couple times he had an open look, but he saw Buddy Hill and swung it to Buddy Hill. So that's the kind of player he is. He was the one that was feeding Holmes all night with them oops. You know what I'm saying? So he's a playmaker. But I like Halliburton as a point guard, as a straight up point guard. I like him.
Yeah, sure. Well, time that also hot topic. What y'all think about that LeBron thing? Think LeBron's dirty? Is that purpose? Is that purposely done?
I didn't even look at it.
it was it looked like it was purposely done, but more the ball was a little extra. He went way overboard. Stewart, the way his reaction. And somebody mentioned this, and I agree. Like if he really wanted to tee off at LeBron, he should have did it right then and there, instead of waiting like a couple minutes when anybody was going to get in the way to stop me.
Well, the one thing I didn't see the whole thing like with Brown, but the part where he reacted, I think he reacted once he saw the blood. I don't think he realized he was leaking like that. And then when he saw the blood, he hit the Bruce Lee. Now how Bruce Lee used to be sitting there and he saw the blood and I'm like, whoa. Both saw the blood.
If you watch the whole play, first of all, let's not act like the bull. What's his name? I can't think of his name. It's not a dirty player if you see how he plays. So let's start there. And if you've seen the play, he had his forearm up under LeBron. And LeBron was like trying to move him. LeBron kind of, when he knocked it off, he hit him in his mouth at the same time. Now, if it was done purposely, LeBron's like he walked over there like to see, like, yo, you all right? Like, my bad. And then dude got up. Then he went into some fake rampage. Like, come on.
Yeah, he was a little extra with it.
It was a little. He put a little sauce on it. He wanted the attention. He wanted all his.
Like, what was you going? Killing? Like, what was you trying to try? Killing? That's what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like, come on, man, all that extra stuff. Like this was the WWE itself. So I don't think it was intentional. I don't think LeBron's an intentional dirty player. I just think the way it happened was
But you remember he messed up Embiid last year though. He got some. There's been some moments where LeBron was a little suspect with these fouls that he's been having.
I don't think LeBron is it. Now I think Chris Paul's a dirty player, but I don't think LeBron's a dirty player. Chris Paul to me does a lot of dirty tactics.
I don't know.
First of all, he knows LeBron. So all that hype stuff, like what was you going? Do you really think anybody was going to let you do? You know what's funny? Because I just watched like the aftermath of it. Russ is such a fake tough guy, dude. Like the one dude on the Lakers that I felt wasn't going to let nothing happen was it DeAndre Jordan? I think like he was just standing there in between, like wasn't saying nothing, but was standing in between Brian and the young bull when the young bull was trying to rampage. I think he would have teed off and hit the young bull. But he about the only one I think would have did that.
I don't know.
He might need to go back and get Tristan Thompson on his team.
What is he doing? You start screen sharing something?
No, my fault. I was gonna share the video, but never mind. But yeah, so we gonna. What y'all think about Golden State? Y'all think we're gonna get this Golden State? No, we're not.
They said everybody the other day, right?
Say it again.
They set like Golden State set like the whole team, didn't they?
I don't know. Did they win? Do y'all think we gonna get that game on Saturday?
I don't think we could beat that. Not right now. Not at half strength.
If Tobias, Seth, Maxey, Drummond, and Bassey, you don't think we could?
You think Drummond's gonna be a good matchup out there?
Who's their center? Who's their center?
Like, what's he gonna do on defense?
Who's playing center? I think Drummond. If you gonna tell me you gonna match Drummond up with if you gonna push Draymond on Drummond, then yeah. But unless like who's their center though? They got a center. Ain't Wiseman? Is Wiseman still playing or something? Like who they got playing center?
I'm not sure who start from.
Somebody they said Warriors gonna cook us. They probably right.
I think so. Only way to happen is if the Warriors come in with their guard down. Like it's only them. But that being said, because we know Bede ain't going out there, so
All right. Well, this was just a quick wrap.
That's why tonight was an important win because
I agree.
It was. Can't get down too far, man. We got to find out what.
Yeah, but it's crazy though how the NBA. And this is why I actually feel better about the Sixers since B been out because I'm looking at everybody else in the NBA. Everybody else started bouncing out too. The Sixers, I think it was like yesterday, they was like 3 games out of first. As bad as they've been playing, they 3 games out of first in the East. As bad as it's been.
So Chicago came back down to earth a little bit.
Well, we brought them back down to earth when we smacked them twice when we had B.
Yeah, but it was still we lost 5. We lost 5 in a row, won 1. Then lost another one, so we losers. But then we won this game. So,
but that's what I'm saying. That being said, we still only like 3 games out of first place.
Yeah, but we still.
So
like,
that's
we in the 10th spot though.
I get you, but see, it don't matter what the spotting is if everybody is crowded up, and I think it's kind of crowded like that in the West too.
Chicago in the 2nd spot. They came back down to earth. We're trying to figure out.
No.
Yeah, but what's their record? But that's what I'm saying with everybody though. Look at their records. Like, remember, it was a lot of teams that was like 8-2, 7-3, all that. Like I mean, some teams would take it kind of
the Knicks might have came back down to earth, but
I mean, what's Atlanta right now? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not scared. Atlanta's not the same Atlanta from last year,
especially since one got banned.
It's crazy. It might be a dish.
Remember the Heat? Wasn't the Heat like 9-2 or something like that? Wasn't the Heat like something 9-1 or something like that? Now they 11-6.
No,
they 5-5 in their last 10.
Like that.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
But the Celtics climbing back up too, though.
But this is what I'm saying. The Sixers are 4-6 in their last 10. These other teams. Now the Nets started balling. The Nets actually theirs went up though, but. You look at the Bulls 6-4, Heat 5-5, Wizards 6-4, Hornets 6-4. Like you said, the Celtics stepped up, but like as bad as the Sixers been playing, everybody else really been kind of around 500 ball too.
Celtics playing bad early on. They started playing better ball late.
Who? The Celtics?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why they wasn't never going to trade Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. All right, this is a cool game. We're about to blow this joint. Say it again.
I wouldn't say never. They was going to trade Jaylen Brown if they kept playing bad. I wouldn't say they never trade Jaylen Brown.
But you say they was going to trade him what?
They kept playing bad. I'm guaranteed they would have traded one of them.
Well, they wasn't setting up to trade him right then for Ben Simmons.
But we don't.
They the one who made him score 1 point in the playoff game. They know what
right. They seen it firsthand.
Yeah. We'll be back on Wednesday, everybody. Hopefully talking about how we shut down
Thursday, right?
I thought the game was Wednesday. It's Thursday?
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah,
we're playing Wednesday. Yeah. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, hit that notification button, and we'll catch you on our next video. We out.
Peace.